Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we're gonna talk about my Cartier pieces and how they have been wearing, if I recommend them. Basically anything that you want to know about the pieces that I have, I'm gonna be reviewing them today. I have been wearing them constantly, and I was also able to fix my issue with my love ring if you don't know what happened. So if you're interested on the topic, please keep watching. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Lou and I'm 24 years old. I make videos about handbag, shoes, traveling, unboxings, those types of videos. So if you're interested, please consider subscribing and click the notification bell down below so you don't miss any of my videos. Okay, so first I want to talk about the issue that I had with my love ring. And what happened was that I didn't purchase directly from store, like in person. I bought it from the store, but it was a store in another city, so they had to ship the box with the ring to me. And the problem was that the ring was just a bit too big for me. It was a size 53 and I kind of wanted to downsize for the 52, and I had my broken box would not close and it would just stay open all the time, so it was not the best for traveling purposes and also for storing it because it would collect dust like crazy. I made a video talking about it and everyone told me to downsize a bit, and I did, and I have it right here on my finger, and I've been really happy with it because it comes off very easily, but it's also very comfortable while I'm wearing it. And when it comes to the box, I did get a new one, so here's the new one, and you put the ring right here and it closes no problem and you can open it. So yeah, this is something that I could not do with my other box, so I'm really happy with that. But let's put it back on. Now when it comes to the love bracelet, this was more of a milestone piece for me. Like, this is something that I had dreamed to get for the longest time, and I never thought that I was gonna be able to get one, to be honest. I think I wanted one of these bracelets since I was, I don't know, like 16, 15. I always saw them basically on Kylie Jenner, most of everyone, and I was like, oh my gosh, imagine how amazing it could be to have something that you don't have to take off like ever. But of course I knew that it was like very expensive, so I never really thought that I was gonna get one. And now that I have one, I just have to say that I'm really happy with it. I love my bracelet so much. However, it has its downfalls, but first I'm gonna explain why I got mine, which size it is and everything, so you have a little bit more of an idea of what do I have and why do I feel like that towards the bracelet. So the one that I got is the size 16 in the yellow gold, and it's the regular one, not the thin one, so you really have to screw it to take it off, which I have never done since the day that I bought it. And what happened was that I wanted to get like a milestone thing for myself. I just wanted to say like, hey, you got this, you should get this. And with everything that happened last year, I was not really wearing my bags because I was in quarantine, like at home most of the year, and therefore I was not using them. And I kept thinking about the bracelet and the rings, and I would say, this is something that you're not gonna take off, that it's always gonna make you feel special, that you're gonna always have on you. It's just something very practical to have if you want to appreciate it. And it's pretty much now the same amount of money than a classic flap, which is crazy because classic flaps have gone up in price so much. And in my head I can justify the price of a bag, but I could not justify the price of a bracelet, which is crazy because it's gold. Even though I think it's not worth the price tag, I feel like it's more worth the price tag than a bag probably. Now I went to the store to try on the ring, and I did, and then the essay of course was like, why don't you try on the bracelet? And I was like, yeah, what do we have to lose? And once she put it on, I was like, oh my god, I really like it, I really want it. I kind of just went with it. I was like, you know what, why not? I deserve it. I have the savings. I worked very hard for the money that I earned, and if I want to spend it on a bracelet that I'm gonna wear 24/7 for 5 years non-stop or more, probably more than 5, honestly, I think this is gonna go with me until it falls apart. I don't know, it's just something took over of me, and I was like, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna buy it. And I was shaking the moment that I paid for it because I could not believe that I was dropping the cash on a bracelet. I don't know, like I'm picking my fingers right now because I get anxious when I talk about the feeling that I was getting that day, but at the same time I felt so good because the essay was so nice to me, and my boyfriend, he was just very happy that I was able to do this for myself. So yeah, basically for me it means that I got myself, and I'm gonna pull myself out of any situation that I'm ever in. Bear with me if this review is not very fair in terms of if it's worth it or not, because I do have a sentimental attachment to what the bracelet means for me. Now, to the main reason why people say that it's not worth it, it's the scratches. And I'm gonna tell you like right on this second, it's gonna get scratched and you have to deal with it. You have to get over that. And if you cannot get over that, please do not buy this bracelet because it's gonna happen. I knew that it was gonna happen. Even if I felt like I was prepared for it to happen, I kept being so careful around it. Like I would wear sweaters and I would just put it over the bracelet, so when I was doing something, nothing was gonna scratch it. So that's what I was doing for the first couple of weeks. The moment that the first scratch happened, I was like, oh my god, like what did I just do? It has a scratch and etc, etc. And then it got the second one, and then it got the third one, and overall I was just like, what did I do? Like it's getting so scratched and it's gonna look so bad. But let me tell you something that maybe will help you like deal with it. So right now it has so many scratches, but it kind of evened it out. Like they blended against each other. I cannot even count how many there are here, so there's so many scratches that you cannot really tell one from another. So I think that I'm just really looking forward to the point where this bracelet is so scratched that I cannot really see more scratches on it, if it makes sense. Like it's gonna look a little bit more matte than shiny, but you're not gonna see the scratches, and that's something that's gonna happen. And also the other thing that I wanted to say is that if you like to tan, please be careful, because I was wearing this the other day and it came right up to here and I was under the sun and I got a suntan that when it went down, I realized that I had a stripe here. And I kind of still have it, but you're not gonna, well, maybe you're not gonna be able to notice because of the light ring and the lining. But basically I have to be careful. Like I want to keep moving it when I'm tanning because I don't want to take it off constantly just because I want to go to the beach or whatever I want to do. So keep moving it if you're gonna tan. And for the ring, you can kind of see the tan line, so that's funny. But if you're not gonna take them off, I mean, it's fine, and you can always tan over like the tan line so it fades a little bit. But if you ask me, is this bracelet worth $7,000? Probably not. Many people say that they are very basic influencer 101 set, that you have to have a classic flap, a never full, and a Cartier love bracelet. For me, I feel like you get what you want, and if everyone has a Cartier love bracelet, then why is that your problem? You should only buy what you like. But for me, it was definitely something very sentimental. I do cry a little bit when I know that I'm scratching it more than I should. But as I said, it's something that it's gonna happen. The ring is also super scratched, but I haven't had any type of issues of it falling off or unscrewing or anything like that. It feels very sturdy when I'm showering, when I go into the ocean. I do not take this off for any reason whatsoever. So I definitely feel like it was worth it for me because I have it with me constantly. So I just love it so much, and I do not regret a single bit buying it. Also, one thing that I did is that everyone kept telling me to go for the size 17 and I went with 16 because I kind of feel like it goes to the right spot when it moves. So I feel like if it was a bit bigger, it would be very uncomfortable to just have it swinging around, and I feel like I have enough like space underneath like my finger fits with no problem. So I definitely feel like you should try them on in person before you buy one, in case you want to go for the pre-love route, just because I feel that if it's too big or too small, it can be quite of a big deal because you have it all the time with you and it has to be very comfortable. Of course, at first I felt very weird having this on my hand because I was like, oh my god, that is so much money just on my hand. I just feel like I'm gonna break it, something's gonna happen, I'm gonna lose it. But the fear goes away with time, so don't worry about that. And yeah, I think like that's what I wanted to answer right now. Just a little bit of an overview. Both of them got very scratched, but they are wearing beautifully. I just love them. I feel like both of them are very comfortable. The thin love ring is just so comfortable. I don't even feel it, and I have it on my hand all the time, which is also very cute to just have it everywhere you go. So yeah, I definitely recommend the thin one way more than the regular one because it's just too thick and too uncomfortable, at least for me that I have very tiny hands. And when it comes to the love bracelet, I always say that it's better to go for this one rather than the thin one, that it's more like a cuff, that it can be taken on and off way easier. I just think that this is a bit more permanent, a bit more of a statement and an accomplishment. So if you were hesitating to buy it or not, I say go for it, but only if you can really say that you find it that it's worth the money. If you don't really want to spend that much on a bracelet, it's completely understandable. This is just a little bit of how I feel about about it, and I hope that I can keep wearing this piece for the longest time. I hope that I can make a video in 4 years saying that I've been wearing my love bracelet for 5 years non-stop, not even taking it off. And I wanted to answer this. I went to an airport recently and I flied and then back, and both times I didn't have any type of issue when passing through security, because a lot of people were telling me that you can get issues when you travel with it, that they ask you to take it off at security, and that did not happen at all. So I just feel like it's kind of luck. So when you're traveling, take the screwing thing with you in case you have to take it off, because they're gonna be quite a hassle if you don't have any way to take it off if they request you to do so. So yeah, this was my video. Please let me know in the comments what you think. If you have any more questions that I did not cover on this video, just let me know and I'll make sure to answer your comment. And please consider giving this video a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and click the notification bell down below so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you're not done watching, I'm gonna leave you another one right here. Thank you so much for watching and see you on the next one. Bye.